Finished, ma'am.
Everyone completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next we have to learn is polyester. Polyester. Name itself, poly means many. Ester is a chemical. So ester is one of the chemical which we call as monomer, which we will consider as a monomer. So many units of esters when combined together, then it will form a polymer called polyester. So name of that material is itself polyester, polyester. So most of the time uniforms are made up of polyester, which completely when you touch that, it will exactly gives the synthetic material strength. Means we can directly tell that it is not, anything is not natural, completely synthetic. So that is polyester. Most of the shirts are made from polyester. Polyesters are actually wrinkle free. So they won't wrinkle. So when you see cotton clothes, they get wrinkled. So here cotton clothes, you can see the wrinkles on your hand like this. So that wrinkles will not be there. Here there are the wrinkles. So that wrinkles, whenever we wash cotton clothes, it completely gets shrink in size, or wrinkles are there. So those wrinkles you won't see in polyesters. So it is completely wrinkle resistant. Could not absorb water completely. It won't absorb water. Immediately if you take it out from the water, immediately water drops down. So it can be easy to handle, easy to wash, and easy to dry very quickly, fastly. And due to the chemical ester, it will not get attacked by any moth or any other pest. Microorganisms could not attack it. So chemically least resistive, but much more harmful because it catches fire very quick. It quickly catches fire. So that is the disadvantage of using polyesters. But polyesters, not only we use it in cloth material, there are many other uses of this polyester. There are different types of polyesters are available. One of the polyester you can see, it is in the form of PET bottles. The plastic bottles, water bottles, which are made up of plastic. So those are actually not made up of plastic. Those are made up of PET, one of the type of polyester. That is one of the type of polyester. Okay. So those PET bottles, or even in kitchen also, most of the plastic utensils are there. Plastic containers, lunch boxes are actually made up of this PET. PET means not a pet animal, it is a PET chemical. Okay, type of polyester. Then again, another type of polyester is terylene. Then the different varieties of polyesters are present. So you're able to see this. So three varieties of polyesters: terylene, terrycot, and terrywool. So terylene is actually the type of polyester which can be blended with cotton to make it suitable for wearing clothes or wearing purpose clothes. It is blended with cotton. It can be blended with wool also. So that is a terrywool is prepared. So here are some of the polyesters can be seen in daily life. These are the granules. These bottles, plastic bottles, use and throw bottles. Use and throw plastic bottles, drinking bottles are made up of PET type of polyester. These containers, this kind of a containers are also made up of polyesters. Look like plastic, but it is not plastic. Fruit containers. So these fruit containers which are made up of plastic in our kitchen. Plastic boxes in our kitchen. Baskets present in the kitchen. All are made up of polyester material. Sometimes the bricks are also made up of polyester for heat insulation. In cold countries, they use it. Microwave trays. This trays we know that is use and throw trays. Use and throw plastic which is prepared. That is prepared from PET.
So how can we understand whether it is made by peat or plastic?
It is generally plastic is not used.
Ma'am, then why do they say that?
Because this is PET is not commonly used in everyday life. We don't use as a PET. It is plastic. That means anything which is synthetic, chemically prepared.
Okay, ma'am.
So therefore we use it. But now when we go inside, then we will get to know it is PET. Synthetic carpets also prepared from the same. Synthetic clothes are also prepared. That is those what you call as sweatshirts, raincoats, right? Windshields. So some windshields are also prepared from polyester only, PET only. Okay, windshields. This one, the what you call it as acrylic. Acrylic, it is a different one. Plastic-like structures. The transparent plastic-like chemicals are prepared. Not, it is not a plastic. It is different type of a material that is actually made up of polyester only. This one, glass-like structure, that is actually acrylic. Like that, polycarbonate sheets are there. Different chemicals are present. So different chemicals are used to prepare those. So not only these, there are many other chemicals which are actually synthetically prepared, chemically prepared, and which have the structures uses similar to that of the original ones. Just like we can replace the metals, glasses with those containers, those materials. Even window panes, windows are also prepared from these materials. Instead of using glass, we can use these materials, which are cheaper, which makes the things cheaper, insulation cheaper. Okay. So here, generally polyester material, we don't use it for clothing purpose. Directly, if we use for clothing as a dress materials or shirts, or we prepare bed sheets and all those, it will be much more difficult to handle them because they won't absorb water completely. So they are much more difficult in summer season, we can't use them. So therefore, what they are done to make them suitable, they are mixed with natural fibers. Just like they can be mixed with cotton, they can be mixed with wool, they can be mixed with silk. So that way the polyester, when it is mixed with cotton, then it is called terrycot. The name of that polyester is called terrycot. When it is mixed with wool, then it is called as terry wool. If it is mixed with silk, then it is called terry silk. So the polyester can be made comfortable by mixing with these natural materials.
Ma'am, like here it's written as Terylene.
Yeah, terylene is name of that polyester, original polyester. For cloth material, we use terylene. Polyester in the form of terylene, it is used. This terylene, when mixed with cotton, then it is called as terrycot. And when the same terylene is mixed with wool, then it is called as terry wool. When the same terylene is mixed with silk, then it is called terry silk. Clear? So polyester is a polymer of many ester units. Ester is a monomer from which this polyester is made up of. So you need to remember the polymers. Terylene is most popular form of polyester, which can be drawn into thin fibers. So polyester into fibers, then it is called terylene. And any of the container form, when it is made, then it is called PET. PET is not in the form of thread. So polyester is a chemical which is drawn into fiber, then it is called terylene. It can be made into sheets, then it is called PET. Clear? So below are the most important characteristics of polyester. It is extremely strong and durable, resistant to wrinkle, chemically non-reactive. They are hydrophobic in nature. Hydro means water, phobic means phobia. So they have phobia towards water. That means they won't absorb. Meaning, simple meaning of this is they won't absorb water at all. So they can be easily washed and dried. They are highly flammable. Flammable, that means they can catch fire easily. So care should be taken while wearing them. Uses, it is used in the manufacturing of various types of clothes and furnishing such as bedspreads, that is bed sheets, pillowcases, carpets, curtains.
Ma'am, I can't understand the difference between bedspread and bedsheet.
Bedspread means all the bed sheets are thin, bedspreads are thicker.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, like quill kind of thing?
Yeah, quilt kind of a thing, but it's generally it is used to cover the bedsheet from upper side.
Okay, ma'am.
So generally people, what they do, they spread bed sheets over the bed while using, when we sit on that, it is a sleep on that, it is a bed sheet. But when it is not of use, it has to be covered. So that there should not be any dirt don't fall on that. So for that thing, we cover it with the bedspreads. Okay, carpets, curtains. It has high tensile strength, so it can be used to make ropes also. Tensile, what is tensile strength? Tensile strength is the resistance of a material to break under force. Definition of tensile strength. Its property of being durable finds application in making PET bottles. PET, polyethylene terephthalate. Full form of PET is polyethylene terephthalate. Is the name, chemical name of PET, PET bottles. PET. So PET, generally we use it in kitchen. In place of plastic, we can replace plastic with these PETs, which are easy to recycle. PETs are easy to recycle. We can recycle them easily. Okay. Then polyester, different types of polyester: terylene, terrycot, and terrywool. So terylene is the first polyester fiber created. Polyester fiber. So polyester, which is in the form of fiber. It is used to make conveyor belts. Do you know conveyor belts? The belts.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you gone to airport anytime? So when you get your bags back, so there is a belt which moves your bags.
Yes, ma'am.
So those are belts. So those are called conveyor belts. Similar belts can be used to connect two wheels together. When two wheels has to be connected together. In floor mills, have you gone anytime?
I think cycles change.
Cycle chain, that is metal. That is made up of metal. So two wheels have been connected with the help of one rubber-like structure.
So is it flexible?
Yes, it is flexible.
Okay, ma'am.
As it is elastic. Elastic
Conveyor
is
belt
the
is what
flexibility. Yeah.
Ma'am, like the one which you just now said, ma'am, like it's a hard one.
Hard one, thicker ones. Thicker ones.
Ma'am, is it used to make spatula?
Can be.
Ma'am, the top part is very flexible.
Yeah, it can be used. I will show you conveyor belts. Wait. Much more difficulty to understand it. Can you see this? Middle one? Middle part. Are you able to see the middle part?
Yes,
So that is
ma'am.
called conveyor belt. Okay, because it has elasticity. This is might be you have seen on airports.
And which one?
Right? So these black part, which is moving, through which from top of it, the luggage has been kept and luggage keep moving along with this. So these black part is made up of terylene, this terylene type of polyester. Clear? This is look like rubber-like structure, but it is not rubber. It's clear? Conveyor belts. Then terrycot, it is a blend of terylene and cotton. It has better absorbing power as compared to terylene. Terylene can't absorb. So to make it water absorbing, it is mixed with cotton. So therefore it is called terrycot. It is used to make shirts, skirts, and other dress materials. Generally, school uniforms, school uniforms are actually made up of terrycot because they are easy to wash and easy to dry also, wrinkle free. School uniform generally made from terrycots. Terrywool, it is a blend of terylene and wool. It is warm in addition to all characteristics observed in polyester. So what are the polyesters properties are there? Those are applicable to this. Along with that, it is warmer. So most of the synthetic sweaters, when we see, those are can be made up of terry wool. Sweatshirts, which look synthetic, not the normal cotton, normal wool. And it is also used to make formal suits. The suit which you call blazers. Blazers are there. The suits, full blazers suits, that is made up of, even pants made from these terry wool, most of them. It's clear? Blazers, generally blazers are used made from terry wool rather than normal wool. Clear about polyester? So this is
Yes, ma'am.
polyester wool. It is polyester, looks like polyester threads look like this. It has shine. Okay. So write down polyester.
So polyester don't at all absorb water.
Normal polyester, no. If you only spread it like this, give a jerk, immediately the water goes off.
Ma'am, we're supposed to write this now, ma'am. Polyester.
Yes. Write down first.
Okay.
Ma'am, so we should write the uses also?
Yes, everything about the polyester. Characteristics of polyester and uses of polyester, types of polyester also.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, when will we be having that extra, that compensated class? The science one?
Science. Yeah, I will decide. Let me check with this week or next week might be. Before holiday starts, I will take that.
Ma'am, can you go a bit down?
Completed?
Ma'am, can you scroll a bit down?
Ma'am, should we write the uses of polyester?
Yes, you have to write. Hope you have finished.
1 second.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
Ma'am, do we need to write even terry silk in the types of polysters?
No, here, yeah, types of polyester is needed. These three you have to write: terylene, terracotta, terrygold. Terry silk you are not supposed to.
Ma'am, what are we not supposed to write?
No, she was asking about terry silk.
Ma'am, but here there is no terrace.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't know need to write.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is the full form of PET, like in the PET bottles?
Polyethylene. Here it is written below. This is type 1. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Just in triangle 1 below, beside that.
Are we
Poly,
supposed to write polyethyl?
polyethylene terephthalate.
Okay, ma'am. So,
Poly,
ma'am, are we
Ma'am,
supposed to
should
write
we write
plastic?
acrylic?
acrylic next is, I need to explain you first acrylic. First I will only
Okay,
PET.
ma'am.
PET full form, write it down. Polyethylene terephthalate.
Ma'am, can you please increase the font of the ethylene tereph that
Terephthalate. Terephthalate. Now are you able to see? Terephthalate.
Ma'am, after this, what should we write?
Completed. Then I need to explain you acrylic.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am. Completed.
Completed everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
2 minutes, ma'am.
ma'am, like, can you please minimize the one which you just now maximized a bit, like, because it's covering the. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, could you just maximize a bit the font? Like, I can't see. Ma'am, a bit more can you do?
You can do by yourself. You do that at the top. You can see you are viewing Sapiens Education, share
Yeah.
screen. Beside that option is written.
Okay, yes, ma'am, got it.
Yeah, then it is make it 200% or more than that. You can see. In options, below that, can you see 200%? Percentage is,
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
then you can move your screen.
Done, ma'am.
Then next is the last one, synthetic fiber you have to learn, that is acrylic. Acrylic is also called as artificial wool. Artificial silk is rayon.
Rayon.
Artificial wool is acrylic. Acrylic it exactly looks like wool. So it is also called as artificial wool. So all the bigger this is sweaters you can see, which are very fluffy. The normal sweaters, when you see the wool and the synthetic ones, you can easily recognize them. The artificial wool is more spongier, so thickness is more. And then actual silk or actual wool is very thin in fiber. Fiber of the actual wool is very thin. And acrylic, the artificial wool, is thicker, bigger in size. So that is acrylic, that is made from acrylic. Acrylic is also called as artificial wool. It is wrinkle resistance, easy to wash, dries quickly. So normally what happened, why we need to find out the substitute for wool, because wool absorbs water and becomes heavy. And to dry it out, it is much more problematic. As well as wool can be easily attracted towards microbes. Microbes can easily attack them. And then the wool get wasted.
Ma'am, even insects.
Insects also immediately, if we are keeping sweaters inside a wardrobe because we need it once in a year, so for 2 months in a year we are using it. So when we keep it inside, we can see that is when next time we are wearing it, we have to this one we have to wash them, otherwise many moths are there inside. So it has to be properly maintained. So maintenance of actual wool, normal wool, is much more problematic, difficult, as well as it is costlier. Actual wool, which is made from the ship, it is much more costlier. So for that thing, a lightweight wool has to be, scientists started working on the wool substitute for that wool, which can be chemically made, artificially made. So they come to the existence of acrylic. They have prepared acrylic, which exactly looks like wool, gives more warmth as compared to the normal natural wool, as well as easy to maintain. The acrylic wool is easy to maintain. Those sweaters which are made up of acrylic are easy to maintain, easy to wash, they dry up easily, and they are wrinkle resistant, they won't get wrinkles in them, as well as the chemically it is inert, that means chemically it won't react. So the moths also can't attack them. Moths or any microbes, insects can't attack them. Clear?
The ma'am, and pillows also, like nowadays there is
Nowadays,
acrylic.
yes, acrylic, yes, they can be made from acrylic. Acrylic sheets are also available. Acrylic sheets, some of these we call as acrylic sheets, which are generally as a polycarbonate. Also, we use them as sheets.
Ma'am, but those are shiny, ma'am.
Shinier, yes, more shinier than normal wool. These are the acrylic sheets. Can be used for substitute, and these are the substitute for glass as well. So acrylic sheets are actually substitute for glass. And there are for wool also. Normal wool also. Sweatshirts generally made up of acrylic wool. I can show you how it looks like. So this type of t-shirts you might be getting. So these are all made up of acrylic, not the actual wool.
Ma'am, but the only way to recognize is the material of it, ma'am.
Material shinier, more shinier they are. They are more shinier and more thicker. So I have already copied this. This is acrylic wool, which is exactly similar to the normal wool, but somewhat thicker, shinier, and better colors than the normal wool. It's much more better color, and they are very strong. Normal wool, normal natural wool, which we make it from sheep, it is not so strong. This acrylic wool are more stronger. Clear? So sweatshirts, sweaters, when we prepare from these type of a wool, they are durable sweaters. These are durable sweaters which we make it from these materials rather than our natural ones. Natural ones also fade away easily. The colors of the natural wool can fade away easily, but these won't. Much more won't. Okay, clear?
Ma'am, so the blankets is made up of acrylic material.
Yeah, most of the blankets nowadays are made up of this acrylic only.
Okay, ma'am.
The new lightweight blankets, whatever we are getting, the natural wool blankets are more heavier. To maintain them, handle them also much more difficult. And nowadays, whatever the blankets we are getting, which are lightweight, which are actually bigger, fluffier, and they are very light in weight. So those are made up of acrylic only.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So these sheets here, I can show you the kitchen picture I have shown you. This furniture in that. You can see this transparent sheets, transparent doors, windows, doors are there. So these transparent, which are actually the substitute of glass. These are not glass, actual glasses. So these are the substitute for glasses, which are also made up of acrylic sheet. Clear? Sometimes in the galleries or in balcony, the windows has to be there, or curtains, the plastic like curtains or see-through curtains we connected, which are generally in this one also. In a bathroom fittings to curtains, bathroom curtains when we use, those are water resistant curtains, transparent curtains. Those also can be made from acrylic. Clear?
Ma'am, so acrylic is also flexible.
Yes, it is flexible. It has
Ma'am,
somewhat flexibility.
Ma'am, why don't they use for the shower curtains? Why don't they use peat?
Pet, costlier.
Okay, ma'am.
So here first write down acrylic. It is often used as a substitute of wool, also called as artificial wool.
Ma'am, we should even write that as artificial world, ma'am, after
Yeah.
writing the first part.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Then, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please scroll a bit down in the properties of?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, are we supposed to make a mind map for
No.
the property?
No. Only write these 4 points. Have you written those? Then tell me.
No, ma'am, ma'am.
Ma'am, we should even write properties of acrylic, ma'am.
Only these 4 points.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes. Yes, Anvisha.
we make an shall we
No,
should
no,
we
no,
make
don't
a
make it.
concept
No, no,
map?
no, 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 don't do that. Here, only this much part you have to write.
Ma'am, and the normal wool, ma'am, the natural fiber wool,
Hmm?
ma'am, do we have also some like oily thing as you have
Yeah,
written
it
here?
can oil. Yeah, it can easily. If oil falls on that, it will absorb that oil also. And to remove that oil, it is much more difficult.
Ma'am, what's
so
the
if it
meaning of
absorbs the
deteriorization? What's the meaning of deteriorate? This word,
Deterioration.
deterioration.
It's deteriorate.
Yeah.
Deteriorate.
What's the meaning of that, ma'am?
Decreases. Decreases its quality decrement.
ma'am, in case the oil fall on the wool, I mean the acrylic, ma'am, as you said, I mean wool, it like
It
absorb.
will
ma'am.
absorb oil, but others, this one it won't.
Yeah, ma'am. Then after it's absorbed, ma'am, the material also will change or it will be then the same.
No, it will be the same.
Ma'am, but then why do you need?
Absorbing oil will be a difficult. To remove that oil from the cloth will be much more difficult. Oil stains.
Okay, ma'am.
So that won't happen in case of this artificial wool. Acrylic, that won't happen.
Ma'am, can you just show the properties of acrylic to read them? Just read.
Couldn't get?
Ma'am, can you just show the properties of acrylic to just read them?
I think it is get removed. The same thing I have written. Let me check.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nothing, the same thing I have written. Resistant to moths, soft with crimps resembling wool, is durable, light and washable, strong and stain resistant, also available in sheets, can be dyed in different colors. The same thing, nothing new in this. Okay, and
Ma'am, like, what
uses
is the name of this chapter?
synthetic fibers or materials in daily life.
Ma'am, can you show the mind map again?
These properties.
No, they are asking. It's not needed. Whatever you have written, everything is included in that. So no need to write
Okay, ma'am.
again.
Okay, ma'am.
Then here uses.
Ma'am, uses we have to write, right?
Yeah, uses you have to write. Check. Completed?
Ma'am, just
Yes, ma'am, completed.
So now the next part is the advantages and disadvantages of synthetic clothes. Synthetic fibers, what are the advantages? And altogether, what are the things you can say about this synthetic fibers?
Durable and strong.
They are much
They are
cheaper.
durable,
they're
strong,
much cheaper.
cheaper.
They're much
Yes,
cheaper.
cheaper. Then
Ma'am, they can be converted to different forms.
can be blended
They can-
easily,
And they can be washed easily.
washable, easy to wash, easy to dry, easy to maintain.
Ma'am, moths and pests
Can't
mostly
attack.
won't attack.
Yes, them. Then the moths, microbes, pests can't attack them. Chemically non-reactive, so they are more durable. Because
Ma'am,
of
they
that,
give
they
a
are more
shiny appearance.
shiny appearance, right? So these are all advantages of synthetic fibers. So we can substitute them with the natural fibers, which are more costlier. Okay. And then what are the disadvantages? There are disadvantages also. These are not the only
comfortable in
advantages.
like
They are very fire.
Yeah, they
flammable.
can attack. They are flammable, inflammable. They
Ma'am,
can catch fire easily. And the
they're not
problem
as
happens with
comfortable.
when we are wearing them. And at that time, if we catch fire, so those materials, that synthetic fibers stick to the body. And that causes more severe harm than the normal ones, natural ones. So when natural fiber, when we are wearing cotton, wool, when we are wearing, they itself catch fire, but they won't stick, they won't melt. Synthetic fibers, generally when we heat them, they melt, they start melting. Instead of catching fire, they keep on melting. And that melted fiber keeps stick to the surface, stick to the body and causes more severe damage than the normal ones. So this is a much more problematic. So wearing in kitchen, we generally should not use. The people who are using kitchen, they are working in kitchen, working in labs, they should not use synthetic fibers because there is a much more damaging part. It is much more accidental case can happen with this, with these synthetic fibers, right? And not comfortable because they won't absorb water. So very much uncomfortable to wear them because sweat could not get evaporated out. Sweat could not evaporates out when we wear.
And
So
we can
therefore
wear
they
it in
are very much in winter season, we can wear them. Again, they can conduct current also. So they can easily conduct current. When we rub them over each other, they start producing sparks. They produce sparks. So that means they can charge, they can be charged easily. So can cause trouble to the people wearing them. This is what and disadvantages. Do not absorb moisture. So therefore the synthetic fibers do not absorb sweat, trapping heat in our body, keep trapping heat. Rough feel, synthetic fibers may have rough feel, making it unsuitable for pajamas or underwear, etc. It is dangerous to wear near fire as they catch fire easily and they cannot be ironed as they melt very easily. We can't iron them.
Ma'am, should we write this?
Next class you can write, already it is 6:10. So sir will join now for maths class. Understood what is advantages and what is disadvantages?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So better I will give you these 2 slides on WhatsApp. You can copy them down. Okay. Fine. So wait for sir. Sir will
Ma'am,
join
this is
now.
the homework, ma'am. Like we are supposed to have advantages and disadvantages of synthetic fibers.
Yeah. Next point is advantages of synthetic fibers and disadvantages of synthetic
Ma'am,
fibers.
after the uses of acrylic, this is only there, right?
Yeah, this is only you to write.
Ma'am, can you show the disadvantages? Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm leaving. Sir will join now.
Ma'am, can you just show once again the advantages of synthetic fibers?
I will send you in WhatsApp.
Thank you, ma'am.
So, ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
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 Thank you, ma'am. Bye.